Hello and welcome. I wanted to talk about bookkeeping today. It's something that causes some confusion. Some people don't know what it is, others are scared of it, and some people don't realize how important it is. So I want to start with a little story about my experience of bookkeeping and when I realized how important it was. While I was at KPMG, I worked there in the restructuring department. And restructuring is basically a pleasant way to talk about companies that have either failed, failing, or are in sort of severe measures and they need to be turned around. And although the reasons for the failure of these companies are varied, there are many different reasons why they sort of failed, didn't work. One thing that was very common about a lot of these businesses was when we looked at the books and we looked at the numbers, their record keeping was terrible and the bookkeeping was really, really bad. And although they might have failed for different reasons, the bookkeeping was always bad, and that for me was a sign of a company that was out of control. So today I want to talk a little bit about what bookkeeping is, and how you can manage bookkeeping in your practice, in your business, in your venture, whatever you're doing. So bookkeeping is basically, in the simplest form, just recording everything that's coming into the business and everything that's going out. So how you choose to do that is really down to you. And now, back in the day, if you had lots of paper receipts and you're operating a large business, you probably didn't want to do the bookkeeping yourself, so you brought in a bookkeeper. And what they would do is come in every day, every week, every month, whatever you needed, and they would take all your receipts, all your invoices, and they would put it all into a book, thus bookkeeping. Nowadays, for most small businesses, hiring a bookkeeper is probably not cost effective. It's not the smartest thing to do. If you're using a lot of electronic transfers, you already kind of have a record of all your incoming and outgoings in your bank statement. And that brings me on to my second point. So my second point is around how to do bookkeeping in an easy and simple way. And the best way to do it is to use some software. And what I use is Xero. That's spelled Xero. Now there are other companies out there. I think there's QuickBooks, Cashflow, and a few others. So I'm not saying that that's the only solution in Xero, but it's what I use, so that's what I'm going to talk about because it's what I have experience of. And the great thing about something like Xero or other bookkeeping packages is you can plug it into your bank account, and every month all your numbers are pulled through from your bank into your bookkeeping package, and all you have to do is go through each line in your bank statement and say what it was. So £1,000 came in, income, £500 went out, rent, and that's basically it. And I say to a lot of my clients, if you're spending more than an hour every month doing bookkeeping, you're probably doing it wrong. And if you want to make it quicker, speak to someone, try to use a better package. So that's basically my message for you today. If you want to be successful, avoid having bad bookkeeping, avoid letting your business descend into chaos. Get your bookkeeping right, and bookkeeping is very straightforward. It's about recording your incoming and outgoings, and use a bit of software. It's quite cheap, and it's a very good investment to make. And once you've done that, you shouldn't be spending more than about an hour every month doing your bookkeeping. And once you've done that first step of getting your bookkeeping right, it's then very easy for you to manage your finances going forward, because then you can actually have very clear visuals of what's coming in and what's going out. Therefore, you can know, if you're profitable, if your costs are high, if your income is going down, you can see your trends, and that opens the door to a whole new range of business solutions. So that's kind of my message for you today. Let me know what you think. Does that make sense to you? Do you think it's helpful? What's been your experience of it? I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback. Okay, speak to you later.